Good evening. Welcome to You Can't Handle the Truth Movies. My name is Chris, and this is
Oh,
James.
it's one of them weeks, is it? What movie is it, Chris?
We're going to review Play Dirty.
You can't handle the truth.
The synopsis is pretty short for this. A ruthless thief and his expert crew stumble onto the heist of a lifetime.
This is your pick?
This was my pick. I saw it come out on Prime, and I said, you know what? Let's give this a go. I know that I like Mark Wahlberg, and I know that James doesn't.
Yeah, because I told him like 10 seconds ago.
So I thought it'll be interesting.
I don't not like him. I just said I don't think he has, like we were saying about how The Rock showed some form of range earlier in the week. I think he's an actor that has no range at all. He's always, he's done films that are different as well.
Does this?
He just always does the same thing. He's got no expression, and it's always the same, like dry, dull. But given that, it didn't. I grew to the film as it went on, and I thought his comedy, his dry comedy, actually fitted quite well.
I did like the dry kind of dark comedy, like just planted in points for this film. Loads of it was very unbelievable and ridiculous, but I expected that from a film like this. As soon as I saw the tagline, "We're going to steal from a whole country," I was just like, okay, here we go. So I didn't really know what I was going to get, and it started off with that little thing, and that moment when the guy was like, "Oh, like, look, I just want you to open the safe." And he's like, I can't just give you the code. I'm really trying to impress this woman. He's like, look, go punch this guy. And, at that bit, she's like, why are you doing that? And things like that, those little comments and jokes through it. And I thought they actually made the film.
The bit I liked the most was when he was expecting the train to come off the tracks and it just keeps going. And I knew it was going to... I would have played that out even more. Like, they were just like, what? It's just... made the corner because they're trying to rob this train at one point in it. That guy he ended up picking up in the police car, didn't he?
Yeah.
He wanted his cut when they got some of the diamonds at the end of this film, but all he did throughout the whole movie was fail. Everything he did, he got caught and went wrong, and then at the end he was like, "Oh, give me my cut." I was like, "Why?"
Well, I mean, yeah, because he drunk. I think because they had that party.
He was drunk.
Yeah, they had that party, and then the time got moved, and I think he gets arrested. Well, you don't see him get arrested. You just see the cop car pull up, and then he obviously steals it, which they need to get out.
But he's already crashed the van they needed in the first place to get the loot.
Yeah. One thing I didn't like is he's a good guy, kind of. He's like an anti-hero kind of role. Like a good guy, bad guy, good guy, like a bad guy with a good heart. Except for the fact that so many innocent people just obviously die, especially when they derail the train at the next part. And then there's no thought process about it. It's like, yeah, well, we didn't get this corner where everything's derelict and no one's going to die. Let's just do it at the next corner and take out half of a street and block or whatever.
I did like, though, that you're saying about the lady in her underwear at the beginning. She distracted them to kill them all. By the time it came to the end, I was thinking, they're going to be together in this film. I liked that he killed her.
Yeah,
I was like, thank God he shot her. Because I was like, that would have really just ruined the
would have really wound you
up.
At
least he kept to his morals of just being a douche. What year are we in? We're going to say douche. We're back in 98, are we?
Female cleaning product.
Okay, we're not going to say douche.
We can use douche.
Well, he was who he was anyway. You'll understand if you see
I like that, yeah, because he obviously there was an attraction there. There was a lot of the amount of times they were kind of like nearly, not nearly, and I thought at the end, please don't do that. Don't do that whole romantic comedy thing where you end up because she was doing the right thing for the right reasons, but he didn't. He just like no,
I'll just shoot her.
But you killed my friend. Yeah. I remember that the whole time. Kills her. Boom. Yeah. Spoiler.
They had a little bit of a plot twist with the changing the numbers on the vault and but you knew they were doing something, and it was not that
It was
complicated.
very not the old Italian Job, like the newer Italian Job, which, by the way, Mark Wahlberg, is very similar to that kind of heist movie. The action sequences, how it all kind of rolled out, very similar. The last minute changes to the plan, but he's always got a plan. The books that this is written on, the character he plays is actually way more intelligent in the books. Always has a plan. It's more like the A-Team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's meant to always have a plan. He's meant to always be in control and know what's going to do. And when things go wrong, he's meant to have a backup plan and all of this. And he does kind of, but not. He's not quite as clever. That being said, the action sequences were pretty good, pretty solid. But you knew what was happening. You knew what was going to happen.
CG got a bit rough with the train, though, didn't it?
Okay.
It reminded me of that Tom Hardy Havoc film where they just made it like a whole sand, like it went into GTA mode. I was like, are we playing Grand Theft Auto here all of a sudden? But given what it was,
Yeah. Rosa Salazar was probably one of the better characters.
And she's the one that kept stripping.
She stripped once.
Who stripped in the second scene? Oh no, that was a different girl. In the hotel when he smashes through the wall. That was a different one. I don't know.
That's a motel, by the way.
Motel.
And that's a couple having sex.
Again, for no reason.
Just plant nudity in the film where you can.
Just like, maybe if we can keep some people watching it for a little bit, they'll get to the good part, which comes later. I don't know. I thought this film killed a bit of time, and it did make me laugh a couple of times. But I suppose.
The guy that played Grofield was funny as well. What's it, Lakeith something, Stanfield.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually, his character, the actor and stuff, obviously a terrible actor, running that theatre and all of that. His character was really good.
With the expenses, with his revenue. I was like, 5 years, no income. It's like, how are you open? It's like, because we are open. It's like, well, jeez.
I liked his character. I'd say that was probably my favourite character. Ed Mackey was Ed Mackey, a standard comedian in a standard role. Right, let's just jump to it. Out of 10, I would say 6.5.
Wasn't really looking forward to it. Not a big Mark Wahlberg fan. But it did pass some time and I had a laugh. It's okay. 6.6. I did laugh more than I thought I was going to. And I love dry, unenthusiastic humour. So I'm just trying to be, it's not going to be a standout movie, but I would recommend it if you want to kill some time on the weekend.
So what are we going to give it then?
Well, 6.5 and 6.6. Let's give it 6.5. I'm happy with 6.5. We went up earlier in the week. We'll
go down.
We've been generous enough this week. So 6.5.
I think that's a pretty good score. And it's probably higher than what it has got in some of the other films because, I mean, there's some films in the cinema at the moment that just won't do that well. But 6.5, we enjoyed it. It's on Prime. Just give it a watch.